Viewers, amid the ongoing political debate on the Waqf Amendment Bill, the Andhra Pradesh government, led by Chandrababu Naidu, has taken a decisive step to ensure transparency in the functioning of the Andhra Pradesh Waqf Board. The NDA government in Andhra Pradesh has dissolved the current Waqf Board, which was formed during the previous YSRCP regime. Now, this decision was taken after the state authorities noticed certain instances of irregularities in the earlier Waqf Board, which now stands dissolved. For now, only the administrative staff of the Andhra Waqf Board is going to function, and elected members have lost all their powers. A new Waqf Board is likely to be formed, where the priority is going to be to ensure no irregularities. The official government notification states, and I quote, "In the interest of maintaining good governance, protection of Waqf properties and ensuring the smooth functioning of the Waqf Board, the Government of Andhra Pradesh withdraws the orders issued in GOM number 47, which essentially means the existing Waqf Board stands dissolved." To get more details about this significant decision by the Andhra Pradesh government, we will be going across to my colleague Soumit, who is joining us live at this point in time. Soumit, firstly, explain to us what's behind this sudden decision by Andhra Pradesh government and what has been the response really of other political parties.
Well, Hina, this is not the sudden decision, we can say that, because it's been going on since last many months, and the controversy is on after S.K. Bhasha was appointed as the member of the Waqf Board, AP Waqf Board, and by the previous YSRCP government, the YS Jagan Mohan Reddy's government. So basically, the controversy has begun in 2023 after few junior advocates were, selected at the, taken into the consideration, and S.K. Bhasha appointed as the member, and even, they were the elections for the chairman was also due at that time. However, after massive controversy and also after several other people went into the went to the local authorities, approached the local authorities, and also even a few approached the court. More than 10 writ petitions filed in this matter. And also, even no scholars from the Sunni or Shia communities were seen. And so there were lots of irregularities and loopholes, and the matter was escalated to the High Court. And High Court has also observed that there have been irregularities and there have been lapses in appointing the board members. So, after the High Court order, now the NDA government has taken the decision that they will be bringing down the elected members of the Waqf Board. So, Waqf Board, the present elected Waqf Board will be dissolved and new Waqf Board will be formed. So basically, the administrative department will function. However, the elected body will remain dissolved, and that will be again appointed by the new government, NDA government, and mainly because even High Court has stated that there have been irregularities in the appointment of few members previously. So now even that has been showed as a reason by the government of Andhra Pradesh, and they have clearly stated that to maintain transparency and also to ensure to curb irregularities, we have dissolved this, and we will be appointing new board very soon. Very likely is what we have heard from the top sources of the India government in Andhra Pradesh.
Right, that's an important point that you have made, Soumit. And this decision, in fact, has come at a time when the NDA government is also looking to amend the Waqf bill, and at the same time, there are discussions going on in the JPC. NDA government is trying to, in fact, bring reforms in Waqf boards across the country, and amidst all of this, it's a big decision that has come from the Andhra Pradesh government.
Well, that's true, Hina, because BJP leaders, national leaders, not just, Andhra Pradesh state leaders, but even Prime Minister Modi has, bashed Congress party for bringing Waqf Act and also Waqf Board. And he even said that Prime Minister himself has said that while following the B.R. Ambedkar's constitution, and in B.R. Ambedkar's constitution, there is no place for the Waqf. So that is very big statement coming from the Narendra Modi, and also even other big leaders, Amit Shah, and several others. They have made several statements against Waqf Board, and even they stated that how Waqf Board, is grabbing the lands of the poor, and also even not just from the not of the majority or not of the other communities, but their own Muslim brotherhood's lands are being grabbed, and also corruption can be seen in the Waqf Board, is what BJP has stated. And at this time, when the matter is with the JPC, and when BJP is very confident, and even Amit Shah recently said that Waqf Act will be removed and that will be amended at any cost, is what we have heard. And even Telangana leaders and also Andhra leaders, they have stated that hundreds of acres of land of the poor people and also middle class men, their lands are being grabbed by the Waqf Board. And even recently TTD chairman has said that Waqf Board is nothing but a real estate company. So these kind of statements we are hearing at this time when the matter is with the JPC Hina. Now the NDA government in Andhra Pradesh is taking this decision, mainly raising several eyebrows, but they are making their stand very much clear, stating that even High Court, basically they have taken this decision after High Court has observed irregularities in the previous board. So the NDA government has taken this decision only to maintain transparency when it comes to the Waqf Board and also protection of the Waqf properties, because hundreds of crores of worth properties are owned by the Waqf Board in Andhra Pradesh. So to protect the Waqf properties, to ensure no irregularities, this decision has been taken, is what we have heard, we are hearing from the NDA government. But yes, who will be appointed, what decision will be taken, and who all will be the members, whether ex-MPs will be elected into that, who all will be the scholars from the Sunni, Shia community, that has to be seen. But yes, elected Waqf Board has been dissolved as of now.
And this is clearly being seen as a step towards bringing transparency in how Waqf boards really function, especially in the state of Andhra Pradesh, because the Andhra Pradesh government has taken the lead in this particular case. So Amit, request you to stay on with us. Let me now go across to my colleague Pratibha as well, who is joining us live from the newsroom. Pratibha, I believe you have the notification that has been issued by the Andhra Pradesh government. I want you to take our viewers through the key reasons that led to this kind of a decision.
So, Hina, this is the official notification that came in accessed by Shomit. It is by the government of Andhra Pradesh, the Minorities Welfare Department, and here's what it says. In the reference, the government has constituted the AP State Waqf Board by appointing the following members and issued a notification order in reference to the constitution of the Andhra Pradesh State Waqf Board in exercise of powers conferred under these subsections. And the elected members, they have been named here. The members who have been nominated, their names have also been given here. And then it goes on to tell the reasons why the change has been brought in. In reference to the third read above, the Honorable High Court has stayed the election of the chairperson for the AP State Waqf Board. In this reference, the Chief Executive Officer of the AP State Waqf Board, Vijay Wada, brought to the government's attention the prolonged non-functioning of the board. So this is the reason why it has been brought in, because of the prolonged non-functioning of the board and the pendency of the writ petitions questioning the legality of the GOMs to resolve the litigations and prevent an administrative vacuum. It goes on to say, after careful consideration of the observations made by the Honorable High Court, in the interest of maintaining good governance, protection of Waqf properties and ensuring the smooth functioning of the Waqf Board, the government hereby withdraws the GOMs dated the 21st of October with immediate effect. So that's the notification. To sum it up, it says, after careful consideration of the observations made by the Honorable High Court, in the interest of maintaining good governance. So this is the reason why the change has been brought in. In the interest of maintaining good governance, protection of Waqf properties, as well as ensuring the smooth functioning of the Waqf Board. That's the reason why the government of Andhra Pradesh has withdrawn the order by the Minorities Welfare Department with immediate effect. So this was the clarification, the official notification that came in from the government.
Right. Pratibha, thank you very much for joining us and putting things into perspective for our viewers and taking us through the key details in this particular notification. Meanwhile, viewers, the Andhra Pradesh government has given detailed reasons, as Pratibha was also telling us, as to why it took this decision to dissolve the Waqf Board. The decision was taken on the back of a court order. There were 13 writ petitions filed in the court earlier, which had no representation of scholars from Sunni and Shia communities. It was pointed that there was non-inclusion of ex-MPs in the board. From the Bar Council category, junior advocates were chosen without proper criteria, leading to conflict of interest involving senior advocates who then filed cases. Now, complaints were filed against the election of S.K. Khaja as a board member, particularly concerning his eligibility. Now, the election of the chairman has not been held due to various court cases. Board has been non-functional since March 2023, leading to stagnation in operations in this particular case. Now, viewers, the Andhra Pradesh government's decision to dissolve the current state Waqf board has triggered reactions from the opposition, with the Congress party maintaining that they as a party on the national level are opposed to the Waqf amendment bill. Listen in.
We are opposing that, of course. There is no need to have an amendment to the Waqf board, Waqf properties.
BJP, in fact, has also reacted to this development. BJP has appreciated this move by allied TDP. According to Bharatiya Janata Party, this move is going to help in curbing irregularities.
The previous government of Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu has constituted AP Waqf Board and appointed AP Waqf Board chairman in October 2023. But the High Court has treated the appointment of chairman and the constitution of AP Waqf Board constituting the lapses and irregularities in the appointment. But Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu government has not taken any action as per the orders of High Court. These orders have been withdrawn as per the orders of High Court. This is to ensure transparency and curb irregularities in AP Waqf Board.
Now, viewers, the Naidu Sarkar's decision to dissolve the existing Waqf board comes at a time when the Modi government wants to bring about reforms to the Waqf bill, where the parliamentary panel's meetings over the last few weeks had become nothing less than a virtual political battleground between the opposition and the government. The opposition has been vociferously debating and opposing the changes made to the Waqf bill. In fact, even the term of the Joint Committee on Waqf Amendment Bill has been extended till the last day of the budget session of Parliament in 2025. Earlier, Prime Minister Narendra Modi also lambasted the Congress party for making laws that promoted appeasement politics, and an example of it is Waqf. Here's what the Prime Minister said.
कांग्रेस के इस परिवार ने झूठे सेक्युलरिज्म के नाम पर उस महान परंपरा को तबाह करके रख दिया है। कांग्रेस ने तुष्टीकरण का जो बीज बोया, वो संविधान निर्माताओं के साथ बहुत बड़ा विश्वासघात है। और ये विश्वासघात मैं बहुत जिम्मेवारी के साथ बोल रहा हूं। संविधान के साथ इस परिवार का विश्वासघात है। दशकों तक कांग्रेस ने देश में यही खेल खेला। कांग्रेस ने तुष्टीकरण के लिए कानून बनाए, सुप्रीम कोर्ट के आदेश तक की परवाह नहीं की। इसका एक उदाहरण वक्फ बोर्ड है कि 2014 में इन लोगों ने सरकार से जाते जाते दिल्ली के आसपास की अनेक संपत्तियां वक्फ बोर्ड को सौंप दी थी। बाबा साहब आम्बेडकर जी ने जो संविधान हमें दिया है ना, जिस संविधान की रक्षा के लिए हम प्रतिबद्ध है, संविधान में वक्फ कानून का कोई स्थान ही नहीं है।